Hello, cartographers. I'm going to give you a tutorial today on how to do a worksheet using Google Slides. You will need to do some work with it. I'm going to give you an example for today's work, which is map titles and symbols. So you'll notice if the assignment, if you press present, you can see the entire document, but there's nothing you can really do with it. There's captions and whatnot, but you can't really influence the slide. So go ahead and exit, and then you can scroll up or down, however you need to, wherever you need to work on the map. And then I'm going to just go down here. There's a few things that you might need to do. So for instance, if you needed to add a symbol of some sort, you can come up to shape, and if you needed to add a star or some kind of other shape, like let's see if we can find one that might be kind of fun. If we're supposed to add a moon, let's go ahead and add a moon. So I click on that, and oops, didn't work there. Let's try again. Shape and moon, and then I have the crosshairs. Now, as soon as I start dragging and building it, it makes a huge moon, or it can make a small moon. And then since that moon's not really easy to see, since it's black and white, I can go right up here to fill color, and we'll make it a yellow moon, and it'll stand out. Now I can still make that moon bigger or smaller however I need to. I can click outside of it. If I don't like what I just did, I can just hit Control Z, and it takes away the color. Control Z again, it takes away the moon. But I did like what I happen to have there. So let's go ahead and put those back. I'm going to use the redo, which is Control Y. Let's click over here, Control Y, and let's add that moon again. So again, that was going up here to shapes, and then the fill color just to make it stand out. If you don't make it stand out, it's probably okay, but it just makes it a lot harder for your teacher to read and understand. Now, the second thing you might need to do is you might need to circle an area, and this is where the touchscreen really comes in handy. So if you come up here to select line, you can draw lines or arrows. You might have to draw a line. There are certain questions that ask you to draw a line, so you just click on that, and you can draw the line going from there to there. If you don't like it, Control Z. But I'm going to go up here to scribble, which is at the bottom, scribble, because it's going to ask me to draw a circle or draw lines, whatever it might be. So I'm going to click on scribble. There's that crosshair again. Now with your touchscreen, once you actually touch on the screen, you can make the scribble and you can circle an area. So this is a blank field for some apparent reason. Now you'll notice it's not very big, it's not very thick, so I can come up here to line weight, and I can make it a thicker line. It is still black and white, so I'm going to go over here to line color. So I went from line weight to line color, and I'm going to make it purple just to make it stand out. So great. Now I've circled the area that I'm supposed to for my task, and now I need to label it. Well, I can go through and I can use scribble again, and I can write each and every letter, but that's going to get rather cumbersome. So I'm going to go over here to text box. So in text box, you need to draw a rectangle. So there's that crosshairs again. You need to left click or touch the screen and then draw your rectangle. Once that happens, then you have the blinking cursor, and I can type in my field. And it is black and white, and it's not very thick, so I'm going to highlight the words here, and I can change those as well. Same thing, where I can make the border colors different things, but I can just bold. So here's the fonts up in here. Here's the bold, where I can make it thicker. And to make it stick out so it's not black and white, I can go to text color. And since the circle is purple, I'm going to make this one purple also. And then also I'm going to make sure that if this was number 8 that I was supposed to do on my worksheet, I'm going to label it as 8 and either a parenthesis or I can put a dot there. Either way is fine, 8. So this shows this is where I put my answer for number 8. And again, make sure I'm bold. It's easy to read. I click outside of there, and there's my answer. So it's pretty obvious to my teacher. Here was number 8. Here's what I did. This, I don't know what it was. So this one, I'm going to add another text box. I'm just going to put it right next to it. And all I needed to do was probably draw a moon. So let's just go ahead and type in that was number 3. Whoops, I need to make that a little bit bigger so I can make my box bigger. Oh, click over there. Sorry, sometimes that's going to happen. Oh, come on now. Make that box bigger. There we go. And then you'll see it pops up there. Don't worry about making it a perfect shaped box or anything else like that. I'm going to bold it so it's really obvious. And since my moon is yellow, I'm going to make this yellow. Oh no, but I can't read it. That's terrible. Yellow makes it useless. So I am going to Control Z it, and I'm going to pick a different color. We'll make that one, maybe not yellow, but we'll make it orange to make it stand out a little bit. That way it makes it easier for your teacher to see where your work is done. So you have learned how to do the pointer, the text box, the shapes, and the line selecting. You also learned how to make things bolder or whatnot. So I want you to play with this and work with it today. You will. So if you have further questions, you can certainly ask your teacher. But this will be pretty simple about how you're going to work through your worksheet. So you'll notice it sticks here, and then you can submit the actual assignment. Good luck, cartographers.